You're watching SoapNet's Who's Your Mama? So Babe finally has her baby back, and she and her true love Jamie are on the run with little James, a.k.a. the baby previously known as Ace. Back in Pine Valley, news has gotten out that Babe's baby is really Bianca's baby. Everyone seems to know except poor Bianca. But it doesn't take long for Babe and Jamie to get caught. When they return back to Pine Valley, Babe finally tells Bianca the truth, that her baby is still alive. What will Bianca do? Watch and find out. Who's Your Mama continues right here on SoapNet.
I'm giving you one warning to get out of my way.
Now I'll give you a warning. Do not make me hurt you. You hurt enough already, and it's only gonna make it worse because the truth is buzzing in your head. You just can't accept it yet.
It's true.
Babe, that's Bess. That's your baby, the one you gave birth to. My baby
Is right here. She didn't die, Bianca. She's alive.
Yeah, Babe's logic. Babe's lies. I knew she'd drag you down, but this... yeah, check you out now. Your own brother in lockdown.
If it's a lie, why are you 2 seconds from losing it?
Dump her lies on me. Whatever. But Bianca, have you even thought about Bianca?
Every second.
Then I guess it's no biggie that Babe's ripping her heart out. You got blood on your hands too, bro. But you know what? If you get Babe to shut her mouth, you might just
Nothing will stop Babe. She's giving Bianca the truth about Bess. That she's Bianca's child, JR, not yours.
Bianca, I explained everything in my letter.
JR took it from me. That's why I'm here, so you could explain.
I know, and I could kill him for that, but God, look, this is all my fault. It's because I couldn't look you in the eyes when I told you the truth, but I owe you this, and God knows that I owe you so much more. The baby that you have held and sung to and loved. It's your baby, Bianca. Your Miranda.
How did this happen? How'd she turn you against me?
When we heard Bianca didn't have her daughter back, I knew you were in some big denial. What Babe wrote in that letter about Bess, what she's telling Bianca right now...
It's a lie!
Babe told Bianca the truth in that letter, but you got to it first. Told Bianca exactly what Babe wrote, then whipped out the old Chandler black magic, and just like that, the truth becomes a lie.
Bianca, JR, he can't stop us now. It's okay for you to believe this.
Believe what? That you would write that to me? Say to my face that my baby is... No, Babe. I know you, and I know that you didn't write those words.
Bianca, I did, every word.
JR was right about what you wrote in that note?
It was a coward's way to go. But JR was dead on every single word.
But you regret it, right? You want to take it back.
No, of course not.
You meant to hurt JR like that? To hurt me? No. No, Babe, look, you're scared and you're angry and you want to punish JR. But to try to convince him that his baby is dead, to tell me that my baby is...
Yes, that's it, Bianca. You say the words
Babe,
and believe it.
Stop. Stop it right now. Look, you've made mistakes. When you're hurt or you're scared, you've done things that I don't understand, but never to be cruel. That's not who you are, and I won't let you become something that I don't know. So we have to stop talking about Miranda now. We have to leave her in peace.
Bianca, Miranda is going to be in peace the second that you take her in your arms.
And what? And get her away from JR? That's why you're here, to take your baby. What happened, babe? Don't you want your baby?
Of course I want my baby. Bianca, more than anything, I want you to have yours.
Bess is your child. There's DNA proof. Babe, please. I want to believe in you. I want to forgive you for even thinking this. Please don't make it worse.
You can't forgive me. I have done the unforgivable here. But what you can do is you can believe me. That DNA test proved that this baby is yours and not mine. The test was fixed.
Man, babe's got your brain so scrambled. I couldn't save you even if I tried. But I saved Bianca. Took that letter, I tore it up. Yeah, I told her what it said. She, like you, she couldn't handle it. Couldn't take Babe for the trash that she really is. So I protected Bianca because I care, unlike you and Babe.
Keep talking. You're just trying to drown out the voice in your head. The one telling you the truth, killing you.
You, I get. You hate my guts because there's not one thing in the world that you've got that I didn't have first. But Bianca, what did she do to deserve this from you?
You're a smart guy, JR. You read your letter and Bianca's. So what came next? Did you take the baby you love to the doctor? Do a DNA test to be sure? Did you do that, JR?
Joe Martin did the test. He would never lie.
The lie wasn't his, but it was still a lie.
I know who this baby is.
You used to. Deep down. And then the whole world worked overtime to convince you otherwise.
You love me. And you would never want to hurt me. So stop. Don't hurt me anymore. That's not who you are.
It is me. It's the me that I hid from you, the bad guy underneath all of this ugliness. But it didn't start that way. It started out with 2 mamas and 2 babies and that son of a bitch, Paul Kramer. He crashed the helicopter on purpose so one mama would lose the light of her life. But it wasn't supposed to be you and your baby. It was supposed to be me and mine.
You won't find a way out. So answer me.
You think I'd keep a kid that wasn't mine?
People do crazy things when they're backed into a corner. But if they're decent, human, they try and fix it.
Yeah, I did a DNA test. I'll fax it to you as soon as you go back on the run, buddy. Now let me out of here. Before Babe grinds down Bianca anymore.
You knew. Under all that denial, you knew. And that's why you didn't do the test.
You are so slow. I just told
Tess
you.
would have said the same as I am now. The baby you held at night, she's not yours at all.
It's my flesh, my blood, my baby. Mine.
Then who cares what Babe says? Ignore her. Write it out. Stay here with me.
Yeah, it's a great idea. Let Babe jerk Bianca around because she has it out for me.
That's very moving. Your deep protective feelings for Bianca. Because if you had any, they got squeezed out a long time ago. You want to run right now and beat Babe down, stop Bianca from finding out the truth that her baby lived.
And what? My baby died? Bess is alive, and she's waiting for me right now.
That night, the flood in the cabin. You passed out with Miranda in your arms. And Paul showed up just as I was delivering. And he put Miranda in an incubator and he drugged me. Antibiotics, he said, but it was something to knock me out so I couldn't mess up his plan. And then he told me that my baby had died and I was half out of it, but I heard him and I broke. And then Adam and JR showed up. And they threatened to destroy Paul if the lost baby was a Chandler. And as much as Paul wanted to burn me, he wanted to save his own skin more. So suddenly your baby was dead. And mine was alive. JR picked up the incubator with his new one. The only thing is, the baby wasn't his. And the lie grew more and more every day, and nobody knew but Paul, not at first. Except you. You knew.
How could I know something that you just made up?
Bianca, you knew at the hospital. You heard your baby crying and you went to her. And you took her home to meet your mother and to make a home for her.
I was sick. In my body and in my mind.
No. Your heart heard your baby calling for you, Bianca. You hadn't lost your mind. You were just being a good mother.
I'm getting better now. I go to group and to therapy. If you love me the way you say you do, stop this. I can't go back there again.
They put the baby in my arms and they told me that I had a little girl. There was a shadow in my heart because in my dreams, I had a beautiful little boy. And then he'd be gone, and I would wake up knowing that he was dead. My heart ached so bad that I could barely even breathe.
That was the infection. David saved your life.
No. My heart ached because I knew that my dream was real. And Mama heard my screams and she saw my pain. And when she found out that Paul was the pilot, she had an itch that something wasn't right. And she knew that Dad wondered too.
I can't let you drag all these people into this crazy story. It's not fair to them, or to me, or to Bess, to say these things about the people in her life.
There you go. You think like a mother. Bianca, look, Tad, he works from facts and from proof, and he was running a DNA test just to be sure. And at the time, I had no idea. All I knew was that I hurt for you and your baby and the plans that we had for our kids. And I followed Mama one night. She went out to the crash site. And I wasn't sure why at the time, but she had put it all together. The incubator in the bottom of the river. It belonged to my son. And Mama couldn't stand to see my heart break and watch me grieve. So she did something terrible. She left your child in my arms and she kept the secret. And she switched the DNA tests so I could keep your child. Look what Mama did out of love. That was a sin, and she knows that. And what Paul Kramer did out of hate, that was a sin too. But Bianca, what I've done, God forgive me, it's the worst sin of all.
I know what you're thinking, JR. What you're afraid of. If your baby were dead, you'd die inside too. You wouldn't be able to touch her, hold her, keep her safe, watch her grow up. I'd feel for you. Except that's exactly what you did to Babe.
Babe's baby, my baby, is alive. I never said that she wasn't.
You told Babe she could never see her child again. And every day since you said your vows, you've been working like a fiend to keep Babe away from her baby. That's why you said your vows in the first place. Drugged your wife, almost killed her, hid a baby in a mental institution.
Look at you. Look at you. You're getting off on getting back at me. Who's the sick little creep now?
Babe would have died for you. And how did you thank her? You laughed in her face and shoved her out the door, telling her her baby would never even know she existed. And here's the kicker. You'd do it all again. Or would you?
The night before my wedding, that was the first night that I betrayed you. I remembered the crash and what Paul said to me. And Mama told me everything, how she rigged the DNA tests and that my baby was gone. And I wanted to curl up in a ball and die. But then there you were, my best friend. And suddenly I could make all the pain go away.
Look, I gave this to Bess because she's your daughter,
No,
and I love her for it.
no, Bianca, she's not even mine at all. Don't you get this? Yes, JR, he loves her with his whole heart, and I didn't know what to say or do. He lost his mother and a sister that was never even born. How could I take away the daughter that he loves and bury him in all this pain and tell him that his son was dead?
This is getting a little frayed. I'm sure there's a sewing kit somewhere in the room.
Bianca, that is when it happened. When I became something hateful, I chose JR over you. His happiness over yours, your suffering over his. I handed your baby over to JR, and I am going to hate myself until the day that I die. But right now, we have to take her back. That sweet little girl in there lighting up the world, that is your baby, Bianca, not JR's.
This isn't happening. None of this is real. None of this is true.
It's too much, isn't it? To know what you did. To think maybe you did it all for a child that's not yours. Worse, to think maybe you lost your child. Because then you'd be in the same hell you put Babe through.
Maybe in some alternate universe. But here in this one, my child is my child is my child. Period.
All right, let's say your universe is the real one. You shoved Babe out of her baby's life, and it made her nuts, evil. Made her want to hurt you so bad that she would claim her own baby was dead and hand her over to Bianca. Now let's say in this crummy room you had a vision of what it's like to lose your child. Now you see the same agony you put Babe through, slicing her from her baby's life. Knowing all that, would it change your mind? Would you let Babe back in? Would you let Babe share your baby with you?
Bianca, you believed it once, but you had to put your baby back in my arms.
I have to go.
Bianca, you cannot leave her here with me, not after everything that I've said to you. I love you, Bianca, but back then, JR was my soul. I couldn't find the words to tell him that his son was dead and take away the baby that he loved. So I made a decision. And it was the type of sin that sent me to a hell on earth.
I can't let her hear this. This is sick.
Yes, that's it, Bianca. Protect your baby. You be a good mama.
This is your baby. You have to love her. You have to keep her safe. Okay. I'll back off.
You can't. It goes against everything that's in you. You know that. Look, even your sister knows that. Kendall saw how much you loved Bess. And she overheard me on my wedding day calling Bess Miranda. She put it together, Bianca, just like Mama did, and she made all the others see that it could be true.
Yeah, I know about that. Kendall told me, but that was Kendall's pain. That was her hope. making her latch onto something that cannot be. But you explained it. Miranda is Bess's middle name. You named her that in honor of my baby, who died.
Bianca, Tad had already done the DNA test and he got the results back that Mama had rigged. So when he told everyone that Bess was a Chandler, they had to listen. Tad kept my lie and he didn't even know it.
At the christening, you named me her godmother.
Bianca, not just her godmother. Remember? I called you her mama. It was my wrong way of trying to get to what was right, and you were so touched.
And you were upset. You were weepy all day.
Yeah, I lied. I was this low, pathetic thing. I was trying to keep JR happy and keep you in my life and hold on to a baby that I had no right to hold on to. I even convinced myself that it was better for Bess to have JR and you and me all in her life, all loving her. Like our own. I made a deal with the devil, and the devil started cashing in. My husband hated me, and I had no clue. He wanted to get rid of me so badly that he tried to prove that I was an unfit mama, and he drugged me, and he almost killed me. And yeah, of course, JR left clues. He couldn't cover all the hate all of the time, but I blocked it out, and I didn't want to listen to you, and I didn't want to listen to Jamie. Because if JR hated me, if my marriage was some sick joke, if he was just keeping me around so he could have Bess, then I would have to admit that I handed your daughter over to a monster.
That lying slut. Never raised my child.
Careful, JR. This is your moment of truth.
Babe is a full-fledged whack job. She's a danger to my daughter. She comes anywhere near, I'm gonna be forced to protect her because that's what a father does.
Can you feel it, JR? Your last hope slipping through your fingers. It's all gone. And now comes the new DNA test. The one that's gonna hang you in the same torture chamber you tried to put Babe into. No baby to love, no baby to hold.
I was so stupid. I was clinging onto the hope for JR and me. Like, God. And that night at the casino, it changed everything. There you were. My best friend standing by my side and holding my hand and telling me everything was going to be okay. And then JR showed us who he really is. Pure hate. And I knew right then and there that I had to tell you everything. The words were like cut glass. But I swear to you, I almost got them out. But then Mama calls and she tells me that Bess is missing and that they've taken her somewhere and they don't know where. So how am I supposed to tell you that your baby is alive when you can't even take her in your arms and hold her? So by the time that David and Mama and Crystal get her back, there it was. It was a chance for me to save a tiny corner of my soul. But when the time comes to tell you, what do? I cave. God, and I promised myself that I wasn't going to do this. I wasn't going to be pitiful because I don't have rights here. Bianca, you're the only one with rights. And once you understand this, you're not going to stand in the same room with me again. So I need you to listen to me.
Who would do that, babe? Who would keep a mother from her child? Someone evil. Not you. Not you.
Bianca, you think that I am good and that I would never hurt you, just like I wanted to believe that JR would never hurt me. But we were both wrong.
Babe, you couldn't. No one could. Let a mother believe that her child was... You didn't. You couldn't. Once you knew who JR was, once Bess was back and safe in your arms, you would have told me.
No,
you would have...
I did put her back in your arms that night, Bianca, remember?
You wouldn't have kept quiet. Not then.
Bianca, the night that your baby was rescued, I found out something else. I found out that my baby was alive.
Babe, you're so messed up, you stopped making sense. I just don't know when.
How could any of this make sense? Look, The night that I ran from Tad's, I was so scared because I was about to lose everyone that I loved. You and Jamie, and the child in my life that I loved with my whole heart. So I went to go pray for the strength to stop taking what wasn't mine. I went to that chapel that I'd been going to.
Yes. Yes, the chapel that you rebuilt for Miranda. Out of your love and kindness, proof that none of this is real.
That chapel was for my son. And that stained glass was of a baby boy angel. My beautiful son. The one that I thought Paul Kramer had sent to the bottom of the river. I had gone there that night to pray to my son for the strength so I could be the mama that he deserves, to stand there and take what I had coming. And God listened. He gave me the strength, and I was on my way home to tell you, but then I got turned around and I ended up in Landview. I prayed to God for guidance, and he listened. He led me straight to my beautiful baby boy.
You don't think I know my own daughter? The moment her little head was on my shoulder, I knew it was always us. She'd stand by me, she'd love me like no one else could.
Skip the pity party, JR. People loved you plenty, Dixie.
And you watch your mouth about my mother.
Okay, fine. My father, then, he loved you.
Tad? Tad said we were a family, said that I was his son. What'd he do? In one word. Oh, Liza.
He and Dixie had problems, but they loved each other and you.
They cheated on each other. Can't you just feel the love?
So real life kicked in and you go AWOL. First on drugs, then on a steamer. You walked away, no looking back. Leave them all behind, anybody who ever cared.
Mom left me first.
And there it is. First Dixie left the country, then she left forever when she died. You can't forgive her just like you could never forgive Babe.
Oh, no. See, there's a difference. Babe pranced around in her 90s and force-fed me lies. She was with Kramer when she was supposed to be married to me. She did my brother when I was married to her. Babe was a curse laid on my feet. But thank God, he made everything all right. He made it worth my while. Best, perfect, amazing. Someone who would never betray me.
Like it's a baby's job to keep you warm and cozy? How tweaked are you? It's a parent's job to protect their kid. How do you not get that?
Get that? Yeah, I get it. I live with it. You listen to me, bro. You listen to me closely. I made my little girl promise that I would protect and I would love her no matter what. So if anybody tries to take her, well, they're gonna have to try to take her stepping over my dead body.
You want me to rejoice that a baby boy didn't die when he never even existed to begin with.
He's real, Bianca. I found him. It's like he was calling to me, and there he was. His eyes to my eyes, my heart to his heart. I knew like you knew in the hospital with Miranda. That is how I felt with this little boy.
You've lost it. You need help.
No, I haven't. That's what Mama says. She thought that I was going crazy, but listen to it. It makes sense. Nobody died in that crash. No tiny souls lost. It wasn't just Paul Kramer supposedly admitting that some baby died. He's pure evil, Bianca. He ripped my baby from my arms, and he gave him to his sister so she could have a child to call her own. Kelly Buchanan has had my child this whole time, and I have had yours.
Oh, my God, you took that child. Ace from the park. Oh, babe. The stuff you're saying, it's grief. It's losing Bess to JR. You've come up with this whole fantasy where we both get our babies back. Look, I'm so sorry for everything that I said, okay? We're gonna forget this ever happened. I get grief and loss. I get wanting the universe to give back what it took from us. I can help you through this.
Look, Bianca, if you cannot believe me, then ask my mama or ask David, and they're gonna tell you that every single word is true.
David?
Oh, God. Oh, God, Bianca, please. Please, David, he loves you. Please don't blame him for any of this.
David doesn't know this. He couldn't. This is just a delusion that you've been spinning for the past couple of months, and now you want me to live it too.
Okay, look. David loves you. And he was willing to put his neck on the line and take the blame for all of this. But then I found out about my little boy, and I freaked out. Because I knew that JR would take my son just like he took Bess. And I begged my father to keep my secret.
Secrets and delusions. Is there even a difference between the two? Do you know any more, babe?
I have proof, Bianca, DNA proof that he's my son. I renamed him James. And we're a family now, just like you and Miranda. Look. This was us. This was us the day at the park, remember? This is how we were supposed to be. I know that you laughed when I said that they had this connection, but you saw it too. It's meant to be. And you see it now. Look, I know that you need time to sort this out in your head and make sense with all of this, but we have been here long enough already. We have got to get out of here now. Look, please, I need you to take Miranda to a clinic and get her a DNA test, and you've got to do it now before JR comes and takes your little girl away, and you're never going to see her again. We've got to go now. Bianca, please.
You know, I look at you. I try to find my brother in there. If you had a soul, forgiveness, any compassion, today, everything might have turned out differently.
Open the door. Open the door!
No.
Wow. Could you get any dumber? No, wait a minute. I know the answer to that.
You know, I would try to beat some sense into you, but I know it wouldn't work. It's happening, JR, your worst nightmare. The DNA test that proves that the baby isn't yours. Bianca and her baby are on their way to the clinic right now.
You're pathetic. You always were. The only way that you could become a man is through my seconds.
Babe messed up that night. She was freaked out and scared because deep down she knew you brought her here so Adam could cringe when he met her. And then when you got her home, you saw her through Adam's eyes, because God knows you can't think when the master's around. You couldn't look at her and see someone who was generous and kind and human. She wasn't perfect, so you wanted her gone. Well, lucky you. She's gone. And so is your child. Anything decent you ever had a shot at. And now it's over. You're over.
Please, Bianca. Look, I'm sorry that it has to be like this, but we have to go right now. It's okay, sweetie. Come here. Hey, this DNA test is gonna be easy, and you're an old pro at it. Your buddy James, he did it too. It's just gonna take a quick second.
I shouldn't have picked her up.
No, Bianca, don't. You should hold that baby.
Have you ever kept a secret? I mean, a big secret from somebody you cared about? Because you thought deep in your heart you were doing it for the right reasons?
She's not just her godmother. Bianca's also her mama. Oh my God, Mother. It's true. Oh, he's my son.
Your son? Babe, what are you talking about?
After all we went through, where's our big mother and child reunion? I mean, Babe's acting like she was going to make some grand pronouncement. She hands the baby out to Bianca and then takes off. What is that?
For a few minutes, we had real hope. We actually believed that Bess was Miranda.
It's happening, isn't it? Let it come. started this together. And that is how we're gonna end this together. You and me, the flood in the woods, our big bellies barely even fitting into that car. We found a cabin, but we couldn't get help. And then the labor came on so fast. And you held my hand and you shouted out and you brought your beautiful baby into this world. And you counted her fingers and you looked into her eyes. Oh, Bianca, you've looked into those same eyes so many times since then. Felt the pull. You have loved that baby. Please, look at her. See the same baby in the cabin. The same baby that you brought home from the hospital. Don't listen to the world. Don't listen to me. Listen to your heart. Whose eyes are you looking into, Bianca?
My baby.
Yes. Yes, your baby. Miranda. Your miracle. You just have to believe.